Good afternoon, Americans. This is your favorite alien on the evening of Sunday, October 15th, 2023. Well, with all this talk of what's going on in Israel and how it's going to draw into a bigger war, I have a commentary about here in America, just before World War II. And this is what you Americans don't remember, don't understand, or don't care, but you should. In 1933, as you know, Adolf Hitler became the Chancellor of Germany. And there was a lot of groups in America, right-wingers, as in the extreme right-wing Republicans of today, who were active. You had the Save America or Make America First with Edgar Rice Burroughs and our good pal Lucky Lindy, Charles Lindbergh. But you also had your version of the Nazis here. They were called the Silver Shirts, actually the Silver Legion of America. Founded by a guy whose name was Dudley Pelley in about 1935. And a group of other people. They were headquartered in North Carolina at Nashville, but they were active in the West Coast too. And they claimed that they had 15,000 members in 1935. Well, according to the U.S. Navy intelligence, because there was a guy who worked on his own time and had his own people, and they infiltrated the group over in California, and they found that the group had a lot of stashes of weapons, very high-powered weapons too, in the 1930s. Wow, that was pretty good, huh? But when he went to check with the city of Los Angeles, the chief at the time was an anti-Semite guy who was also a pro-Nazi. So he went to the LA County Sheriff, and guess what? They found the same thing. Well, nobody wanted to listen to this poor guy except the Navy Intelligence Department, who found members of the owned military, especially Navy, were members of this group. And Mr. Pelley also formed the Christian Party, which somebody has formed a party back in 2009 that still exists today. The Christian Party was a very vocal little group, and Mr. Pelley, with his cohorts, had little things like, we gotta dispose of Franklin Delano Roosevelt and his pro-Jewish communists. Yeah. So, in 1936, he decided to run against Mr. Roosevelt. And of course, the Republicans had that crazy guy, Al Flandin, running that year. Oh, you Republicans. You're still as bad as you were in 1936, even today. Oh, boy. Well, and here's the problem, Americans. The party didn't do much. It only got, 1,600 votes? That tells you how the people looked at the party. But it had a lot of people outside the party. And the party was like your extremist, rightist Republicans today, with the same type of thinking as people like Getz or Marjorie Taylor Greene, Jordan over there on the Republican side, And you Republicans consider yourself a Republican Party. Oh, with people like that, you don't need to be branding your Republican brand because it doesn't exist anymore. You should call yourself the Christian Party of the 21st century because you're acting like Mr. Pelly. Yeah, if you don't believe me, look up the Silver Shirts. And believe me, they were dangerous back in the 1930s, but you had people in power that didn't like the Jewish or anybody Jewish or anybody outside of being Christian, right extremist Americans, as in the Republicans of today. So you see, Americans, nothing is new. It just comes in different forms. Those extremist rightist Republicans, their ancestors were the Christian Party or the Silver Shirts. That's who they were. This is your favorite alien saying, "Gosh, Americans, you don't change a bit, do you? Good day."